Seems super zoomed in, I know, and then I still can't. I can't get this thing to stay.
Is it laying on you?
No, it's like it has like a little thing that basically goes over the chair
Right.
to like hook in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it just leans back. That's why it's like that. Like if I could actually get
Mm-hmm.
it to go up straight, I mean, if you can see, it has that
Yeah.
little thing that I could try to attach to something, but I don't know. That's not for me to figure out right now.
Mm-hmm. Show him how.
With his camera that you haven't hooked up yet.
Mm-hmm. He's waving back. There you go.
Hello.
Okay. Hmm? Aren't you? No. Mm-hmm. All right. Recording now.
Okay, I will start in a second. Hold on. I'll go ahead and start now, actually. But hold on.
GQ edited this list.
Did he?
Got edited at 11:50 a.m.
Weird. All right, I think I'm still streaming this out. I just looked through my email and I was like, hey, I got interrupted because I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and I guess it.
Oh.
Oops.
Oops.
Yeah, oopsie.
Put that away for now. I'm gonna put that away for now and go swig of water.
Well, let's move Josh's bathroom towel once again.
Go off the list entirely.
Yeah. I mean, for real, just quit. If you're going to quit, just quit, bud. Because guess what? You quit.
Mm-hmm. It's totally fine.
Yeah. You can guess sometimes, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's whatever.
You can just tell us what weird time you are available,
Yeah.
and let's make it happen.
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna stitch this together, right?
Hmm?
He's gonna stitch this together, right?
No, I've been doing it.
No. That's why a couple episodes went up this week.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to do it earlier, but I waited until he put it up, and then I was like, let me delay it a little bit. And then I just like, one day, one the next. Who cares? That way we're up to date.
Yep. So we can answer a text from Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Are we ready?
Nope. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? You're listening to Two Pete's in a Podcast, episode 127. I am one of your hosts, Gary Peterson, joined as always by my brother,
Brian Peterson.
And no Josh.
Well,
again. It's a no Josh Pods Day.
He's ghosting us. Like, I mean, he texted us basically right before we would have normally started. I was just like, hey,
Correct.
I can't make it. Something about hanging out with a friend for 24 hours or something.
Right.
And it's like, I said, just quit. If you want to quit, just quit. I mean,
he says he doesn't want to.
Did he say that?
Well, I mean, or, you know, he didn't say he wanted to.
Well, yeah.
But, you know, it happens 3 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Then it's, it seems, I don't know. And he even got a pay raise this year from us.
Yeah. That's true.
So I don't quite understand it, but can't make everybody happy, I guess,
Yeah, for sure.
The polls were saying that Josh was the weakest link.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's true.
Millions upon millions polled.
These last 2 episodes and then this one is probably going to sound worse than his will, but they're going to be up Monday morning.
That's true. So. That's true. So anyway, it's just the two Pete's this time. Again, back in your life.
Yeah, you
3
said you were
weekends in
trying
a
to get a
row.
guest, although that's gonna be something for not for this
Yeah.
episode, but
Although I do feel like I got ghosted on that. Like I've had conversations with this person on Twitter,
oh yeah,
um, often enough, and like if it's, and it would be a shoe guest,
yeah, I figured.
but it's somebody that I do have an immense amount of respect for. It's somebody that kind of like, well, I don't want to say who it is yet until we can get them,
Yeah,
but the way he does his YouTube channel is basically like it's not just a simple oh, here's your shoe, blah blah
yeah,
blah. Here's oh it's the shoe. He like kind of breaks down very detailed, like kind of the back story of like how that shoe came to be. Like if it's a re-release kind of an old classic, kind of like he just kind of goes in more depth, and he's like a storyteller basically, and I
right.
like that about him. So anyway, people that know the shoe game probably know who I'm talking about. But anyway, so anything shoe related mostly talks to me, but then I threw that out there yesterday, and it's just like nothing.
Does it have red receipts or if it's
No,
through
this was on
Twitter or whatever?
Twitter. This
Okay,
was on
I
Twitter.
don't.
Yeah,
I've never.
it's
I don't
just
think ever
yeah.
DM'd somebody on there, so I don't. I don't know if it has red
Yeah,
receipts.
they do. I think they do have red receipts. It used to be better. I feel like it used to do the double check mark,
Yeah,
like if they
that's
read
the
it.
best
But
system.
now I think I like it. Or simply just say red.
Yeah,
That's probably slightly
I feel like
better.
the
But
double check mark is just like if it's one check mark, that means it was sent.
right,
Double check mark means it was read. It's
yep.
so simple, just a quick.
And I think now there's somebody I've been DMing on there recently, and I think when they've gotten it, but it's not red. It's a single check that is like basically not colored in.
Yeah,
And if they've read it, it's like a blue check or whatever
yeah,
kind of deal,
weird.
like a colored in check.
Yeah,
So I don't know, but anyway, um, but I'll continue to kind of hit that person up a little bit,
yeah,
just slowly over the next few days or weeks or whatever, because I do feel like, we can have an interesting podcast with them,
yeah.
but I don't know. And they actually have a really cool community that they're growing on Twitter. It's like there's like communities on there, I guess. I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh, is everybody trying to be Clubhouse?
Yeah, and
It
so
sounds
they
like
had like a thing,
Spotify has a Clubhouse thing now too.
Green Room.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
I
actually
did.
used that. I used that whenever Ariel and everybody maybe it must have been the Conor McGregor Poirier fight number 3. And that's when I first heard of it. And I was like, okay, I kind of wanted to consume a lot of that media that was leading
Yeah,
up to it, and downloaded it, and seemed kind of cool, honestly. Like,
yeah. Like
eh,
I think John Gabris is on it now. Yeah, like he has some new
I
show?
saw something about that.
Question
Yeah.
mark. I don't know. I was
No,
just like, what
not
the
this
hell is Green
guy.
Room? Like, stop with Spotify. Also,
Yeah,
I like Gabris, but he has too many things going on.
he's doing a lot.
Yeah,
I feel like he has 48 shows,
I mean,
no less.
he has High and Mighty. He has Action Boys. It's my shirt. My shirt is
Yeah,
an Action Boys
yeah.
shirt. Okay, that's 2. He's got he does the Gino Lombardo show for Stitcher Premium or whatever. He like Lauren Lapkus and Nicole Byer were doing this show like Newcomers or something, and Lauren Lapkus is probably busy doing some movie or something, and so he's guesting on that as a host with Nicole Byer.
Hmm.
Then I feel like there's another. I mean, there's obviously that Green Room thing or whatever, and I feel like there might be one other thing that he does. And I was just like, that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It feels like, hey man, do less.
Yeah. Like me, I'm doing less.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I got fired yesterday.
You gonna go in with it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
was
Alright.
an eventful week. Deathloop came out that day before I even got to play it. It was announced that my favorite comedian, probably, or one of, Norm Macdonald, passed away at 61. That was crappy.
Oh man. I
Like,
knew
whenever I
this-
like,
was I the one that brought it up, or was it
no,
you?
I did because like I was going through Twitter
Yeah.
and like Tim Dillon was doing a lot of stuff, talking about stuff. I think all the Nicki Minaj mayhem that's
Yeah.
going on. And then, like, he had a tweet about, like, Norm, and I was like, huh? And then I read it, and I was just like, oh, he's just joking. And I saw somebody else, say something about Norm. I was like, no. And then I looked it up. And, yeah, he had cancer for 9 years and seemingly didn't tell anyone about
I mean,
it.
how did people even know that he had cancer? I mean,
I'm guessing it was announced whenever
it's-
he
right.
died,
It's
like
like, so
medical
I'm
records,
guessing it's
maybe. I don't
See,
know.
I feel like even that would have been too soon for that to happen. I feel like only his like true close family knew, right?
Yeah,
Like, and they
maybe.
were so tight that they didn't leak it to anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was, it's crappy news. I've been all week watching Norm clips. Just
Yeah.
reliving Norm.
It's been nice in that way, just to kind
Yeah.
of go back through. Because you've been a huge Norm fan
Yeah.
for freaking forever.
Yeah. And then,
Um,
Bob Saget, I know you don't care about this, but Bob Saget's Here For You, I think is what his podcast name is. He had like a little 30-minute thing where he was just talking about, hanging out with Norm, because the way they've put it, I mean, I've heard Norm talk about it too, like, Norm saw Bob Saget performing whenever Norm Macdonald was 17. So he's known Bob
Really?
Saget for, 44 years or whatever.
Insane, dude.
And I think Bob was 21 or something, so they were both super
Wow.
young then. But, yeah, I mean, that was a great episode of his podcast. I mean,
And
it
that
was
Dirty Work movie
heart-wrenching.
is Bob Saget's,
Yeah,
right?
he directed that. And I watched a thing where Artie Lang was talking about,
I haven't watched that one yet, but
Norm.
I thought, I wanted to.
and
I
And
knew they
they-
were close too.
yeah, they were close. And he tells a gambling story that's just like, holy hell, they were degenerate
Addicted.
gamblers. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew they both had some issues with
Yeah.
gambling, but he talks about like some lightning bet thing where like basically normally there's a over under, but I guess in this thing it's like you're betting that a team will go over 130 points, and then you could do this lightning bet where it's like if you bet 200 that they'll go over 130 points, for every point over 200 or over 130 you'll get 200, but any point under you'll lose 200.
Dang.
And he said that he did like 200 on that, and Norm did 1,000 per point, and it was the lowest scoring game or something in
Oh my
history or
gosh.
something. So Norm lost a stupid amount of money or something. It's like, oh god.
Man,
But I feel like I've heard about him losing like 50,000 on a bet or something. I don't remember. There was a lot of
Yeah,
lot
he's
of stuff.
Whenever him and Artie were hanging out a lot, I feel like that was like kind of the thing
yeah.
where Artie was obviously like a very heavy drug user,
Oh, yeah.
and
I mean, he
Norm
literally
was
has
like-
no nose because of it. Like,
yeah,
that's not me
and-
throwing shade. He literally.
no, it's true. And I couldn't remember. Like, I feel like they were, despite Norm not being a drug user or abuser or whatever, he was like, they were comparable
Yeah.
in the gambling situation.
yeah.
It was like, gosh dang, if you're like rolling with Artie, basically, especially at that time, it's like
Yeah.
sketchy, dicey, papa.
Yeah. Water we doing here.
Exactly. So, so that started off the week pretty poorly.
And then yesterday, this is recorded Saturday. So Friday I'm doing my little stupid rounds, and like I see my boss on a golf cart, and he's just like, "Hey, come to my office in about 5 minutes." I was like, "Okay," and like I just instantly had that feeling, just like, no, and yeah, like I did a little bit more, drove over there, and then like he closed the door. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is coming." And he claims that they're getting rid of a lot of temps, and I mean I do. It sucks because over a month ago I because this was through a temp agency, and I text the person. I was like, "Hey, like this position wasn't thought out. Like I was supposed to be there to help organize, but it turned out to be just, my boss is going to be still doing that while I'm just basically picking up trash all day. And for a 9-hour day, it was the most boring thing ever."
Yep.
But then they lost like a bunch of business like that. Like whenever I got hired on, it's weird because like the lumber prices were insane, and they're still high, I believe. I mean, I don't keep up with it, but from what I understand, they were falling back down some, which you would think would help business as far as moving more lumber,
Right. Yeah.
but it wasn't at all, and I don't understand that. But like I saw it a month ago, and I just talked to my person at the temp agency, just like, hey, I don't feel job security here at all. Like the position
Can you
wasn't
do
thought
something
out,
for me?
and yeah, and then it's just like, hey, give me a call. I did. They were in a meeting, and then I was like, yeah, can can you have them call me back? I was like, okay, is this Brian Peterson? I'm like, yep. So they already knew that it was me, so call me back, and they
Mm-hmm.
never did. And yeah, this week it was basically like I need to talk to them about if I'm gonna get employed here or anything. Didn't get a chance to have that talk, and the opposite happened. I did not get employed there. So yeah, now I'm just dealing with trying to find a job, which
Yeah.
stinks
That
butts. I
is.
did apply for something that's 10 minutes away, and I was like, oh man, that'd be so nice to just be 10 minutes away from work.
Yeah.
That hour-long drive every day was trash.
Yeah, that's what you said. I was asking you
Yeah.
about one job, and you're like, "Man, I'm just tired of wasting an hour and a half plus of my
Yeah.
life." And it's like, yeah, it does suck, man. Like, because I feel like me more than you, I've commuted pretty much, but you've now commuted a good chunk of
Yeah.
your working life, and it's like it's not fun, man. Like, I really don't, I don't admire. I can, I kudos to people that you know because there are people that commute 2+ hours. Some people, I mean, I think you and I have heard stories of people doing
Yeah.
4 hours one way,
Yeah. See,
and
and I
it's like
feel
I
like with
guess if I were making like a hundred
that's what I was
thousand
gonna
plus
say.
a
I feel
year,
like
then
with
it's like
that, that's where
sure,
you're like living out somewhere where the cost of living's low, and you're going into a big city
right?
that's paying you crazy. I
Yeah,
mean, it
and
still
are you
sucks,
covering
but
my gas?
yeah,
That's the other thing. Is like I have to fill up, 4 times a week or something because I live 4 hours away.
yeah,
It's like, man, I don't know. I just it because yeah, we've done it in small doses, in quotes,
yeah,
where it's like an hour, typically an hour max, one way, and it's like it sucks, dude. Like, and Texas roads are the worst, bro.
oh yeah,
It doesn't make sense how stupid everything's laid out because Texas, for people who haven't been here or don't know much, like obviously it's a huge state, right? Like
yeah,
it's pretty much other than Alaska, it's like the biggest state, just the biggest in the lower 48, I guess, right?
yeah,
And so you've got all this expansive like room to move around. Like not, you don't feel like everybody's like right next to you, like you probably do in California or New York.
California's big too.
But
I mean,
well,
but they
California is
have,
huge, yeah.
yeah,
But like it's the density, the
yeah,
population density is there. It's insane.
their cities are,
Um,
yeah,
especially in their cities, because like yeah,
yeah,
you come to Fort Worth, it's like Fort Worth is a big city,
but
but
yeah,
it's not. I
nowhere,
mean,
yeah,
right. Houston is again a big city, but it's so sprawling, like it covers so much ground.
yeah,
Whereas New York is like, it's just millions upon millions
yeah,
just jammed on top of each other. And so for Texas, it's like laid out and the traffic shouldn't be bad, right? Because it's such a sprawling, wide open state, and we have fast speed limits and blah blah blah. But everything it's like nobody can drive.
yeah.
Everybody's stupid.
That
Um,
that's one of the things.
rubbernecking is so bad here.
Whenever I was driving home, like I mean, I've said this for a
Yesterday,
while, yeah, but like I was just like, I'm glad I don't ever have to come up to Saginaw again because like I don't know what's in the water up there, but they have the worst drivers ever.
oh
Like
dude,
a light will turn green. I mean, there's bad drivers everywhere, but in Saginaw, it's everybody all the time. Like, oh, I'm in the turn lane. It'll turn green. People will
were you
just
working off of Blue Mountain Road?
close to it.
Mm.
And it's just like just the slowest turn. It's like, go. This light is green. I want to
Yep,
make it
yep,
go. And it's like just the slowest bunch of people. And just like, does this place take brain cells away?
dude. It's yeah, it doesn't make sense. So if you've never driven here, like, no, don't get me wrong. Once you get out on open highways, sometimes, like if you're
It's
going,
usually
like, say
okay.
from
Yeah.
Fort Worth, yeah, to like Austin, it's like it's mostly okay during that. But there are there are huge stretches of highway that have seemingly been under construction for 30 years.
Yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
know,
that's what Morgan's grandparents joked about, or well, her grandfather, is that if you start a job with the Department of Transportation or whatever. You can end your career. You can start it working on 35 and end it retire working on 35. And it's like,
It's
yeah,
true,
it's
man.
same stretch of highway forever.
35 is one of the worst, dude. It
Yeah.
has to be the worst
But
like highway in history.
I was actually thinking about it about a week ago. Like, I think here's my conspiracy theory: they don't want the roads to get better because they got the toll roads that
Yep,
cost
that's exactly
$5
it.
billion. What's
It's
their
so
incentive
expensive.
to actually have traffic flow well? There's no incentive.
I agree. I was thinking that too.
No, get on the expressway and you're just going 500 miles per hour because no cop's gonna pull you over.
and they do it in a way where here at least they do it where, like, coming from Brian's house, for instance, like if you're coming from Brian's house up to my house via toll road,
It's like 10
it
minutes.
is a single lane
Yeah.
on, it's a 2-lane highway, basically one in each direction for 10 miles,
Yeah.
maybe. What's the purpose of that? So what happens is, especially out there, is you get stuck behind an 18-wheeler,
Mm-hmm.
a Walmart truck or something like that, or one of these oil rig trucks or whatever, these water trucks, and they're not doing the speed limit, and you can't pass them because it's a single lane. There's no room to pass. It's just the dumbest thing, man. It's like, and then what you have happen on 35 is you get a bunch of people who get in accidents on the toll road. It's like,
Yeah.
guys, this is where you don't get an accident. This is the stuff where you're supposed to be just like, this is the Autobahn, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, how does Germany make the Autobahn work? And we can't do it here. We can't do a single, like, we can't even do anything. They go, well, this area, make it slower. You make it slower, everybody still wrecks.
Yeah.
Make it faster, everybody still wrecks. It's like, what's going on, man?
That's why I laugh because like I've seen people talk about how like you'll be behind people and it's like, oh, it's another wreck. Oh yeah, like you haven't seen one before. And then they'll also sit there and look at it. And I make sure to not do that. Like, no, I'm looking forward. I don't care what's going on here. I'm not gonna be rubbernecking. What's going on over here?
Yeah, like,
it's all right. Either
I will
one, it's
look-
not that bad, or two,
Right.
somebody's dead and I don't want to see that. So, like, no thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just keep driving. Nothing I
I'm
can
as
do here.
curious as anybody.
Yeah.
But I will, I keep it moving, man. Like, I'm not slowing down to look at it. Like, it's not that important to me.
Yeah.
Like, I pray everybody's okay as I pass by. But, I'm not trying to cause everybody else an accident and slow down. And,
Yeah.
it's dumb, man. I don't know. It's really frustrating to see. But anyway, so, Texas driving sucks. And hopefully Brian doesn't have to take part in it on that grand scale any longer.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, it's funny though, because like I was looking at some of the jobs, and I'd be like, "Where's this one at?" And the one that's like 10 minutes away is like, at first it was like, "Oh, it's 8 minutes." I was like, "Oh, cool." And I was like, "Oh, wait." On my desktop, I don't have it set to no tolls, but with a toll, it's 10 minutes. It's like, oh, I'd save 2 minutes, and it'd cost me $17.
yeah,
No thanks.
yeah. I just paid like
$1 million.
$40 to $45 collectively on tolls. It's like, and I assure you, I haven't taken it that much.
Yeah. That's why I can't justify it.
Well,
I would rather leave 30 minutes earlier or an hour earlier, basically.
Here's the problem with me is I do leave. I have to be at work at 8:30.
Yeah.
Like, if there's no traffic, it would honestly take me 10 minutes max to get to work.
Yeah.
But there is traffic, and so I leave my house. I try to leave my house at 7:15, which is a whole hour and 15 minutes ahead of time, because I like to go get coffee and then sit out in my parking lot for at least 30 minutes.
And you could just get out.
It's true. I gotta get some more pods, dude.
Yeah, you do need to. I drank one this morning. Morgan made me one.
Even right now?
With some freaking Cocoa Pebbles. Oh, wait, no. This morning I didn't have the
whoa.
Cocoa Pebbles creamer. I had the whatever. What creamer did I have this morning? Vanilla caramel. It was delicious. But the last two
Right now,
weekends,
I'm drinking a venti white hot chocolate from Starbucks.
That's gross.
This is my jam. And one day last week, I went there, and the kid gave me a mocha, and I
Idiot.
I almost lost it. Now, I didn't go Becky on him or Karen or anything like that, but boy, because here I was in the drive-thru line, and I told him venti white hot chocolate.
Yeah.
On the screen, it says something mocha or whatever. And so
said, hey.
he goes, the screen looked correct. And I go, well, it was a venti white hot chocolate. He goes, right.
I hate that.
And so
Just
I
like with
thought,
the
okay,
ice, whenever it's
well,
like,
he's
yeah,
gonna change it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah, I know it's
yeah.
no
Did you
ice. It's
hear that
like,
I said no ice?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Then
okay,
you
but
get it, you're like,
you're the one taking the order. The person making the drink is not gonna know no ice. So
right.
put it on the. I've seen it on the screen. Just put it on the screen.
And I'm as nice as it gets when it comes to service people or whatever you would call them, I guess, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm as nice as it gets. But my gosh, do I want to put your face to a friggin' sheet glass window or whatever? I don't
Yeah.
know. So bad because again, I caught you in the moment. I caught you. You were wrong. I corrected you.
Just change
You acknowledged the correction,
No.
and then blew it off entirely, basically.
Here's a question.
And then gave me this god awful drink because a mocha, whatever that is, and a white hot chocolate do not taste even remotely similar.
Yeah, here's a question I have
pisses
for
me
you:
off.
is whenever I go through, well, up near work, they have a McDonald's. It was freaking bomb. But like, there were times whenever I would go, give me a number 3, no pickles, no onions, and they would sometimes ask what size. And there was one particular guy.
That's a double quarter pounder, right?
Yeah. And there was one particular guy that would just put it as a large. And it's like, are you looking at the camera, looking at me, and just going, this guy wants a large? Because usually I actually wanted a medium, but I wouldn't go, oh, give me a medium. He already put large. I'm just going to take this large. And then there's the people who will put a large drink because it's the same price, but then a medium fry. I love those people. Shout out to those people.
Yeah, that's nice. I know that there was on the few times where I'm like, I'm trying to like kind of minimize my soda intake. Yeah, and I go like, I pull up to Whataburger. I'm like, give me my whatever, and I'll take they're like, you want a large? And I'm like, no, actually, I want a small drink. Give me a small Dr. Pepper, no ice. And they're like, actually, we're out of small and medium cups. It's like, gosh, dang, you kidding me? I have to have a 44 ounce or whatever. Like, all right, gosh,
fill it up a quarter of the way.
Yeah, that's what I should tell them. Like, well, then just fill up the little small
do
portion
not
of the
put
cup.
ice in it. Ice, yes, obviously you get more without ice, but also it's a taste thing. Melted ice ruins drinks.
Yeah. It's not good, folks. So, patreon.com/2peats. Help Brian pay for things and help us get out of this poverty-stricken lifestyle where we have to deal with like plebs putting ice in our cups
and it still isn't big enough somehow.
Yeah. So patreon.com/2peats. So what else has been up, dude?
Well, I've been playing Deathloop. Before you got on last night, I was explaining to DQ. I did stream. I don't know how many streams back it goes. I was informed this morning by Patreon Mike that the Apex stream last night, their sound did not come from this microphone for some reason. Sound didn't come at all. Like, y'all heard me.
Yeah.
So I thought everything was working, but I'm wondering if that was coming through my headset mic or
heard
something.
You more than I wanted to.
Yeah. So, but I've been streaming that, a lot of Deathloop, and I was very angry at that game yesterday because, like...
At Deathloop?
Yeah, because, well, I mean, also Apex, but that was something else. But, okay, basically the structure is kind of like a roguelike or whatever, roguelite. I don't know what the hell the words are, but, like, basically you do runs. Like, you're supposed to kill these 8 visionaries. There's 4 different areas, and there's 4 different times of day. People will be in different areas at different times of the day. Whenever you get to night, after you finish the night mission, you reset to that morning. And so basically, what I was trying to do is just kind of like gain some stuff to like unlock it permanently for future runs. And like the nighttime run, there's a mode where you can be invaded basically by another player. They've shown that in the trailers. And the first time they do it, it's like an AI-controlled person to just kind of tutorialize you on that.
Right.
And, that was fine. And then, like, so far I've only been invaded by a player once, and it did not go well for me. But it's because, like, I went into this night match, or night map, and, like, I was just like, okay, let me just try to unlock something before the, reset, basically. And got invaded and got destroyed because I had this nail gun, which it's great against NPCs, not good against a fast-moving player that had like a shotgun and a grenade launcher or something. I was just like, I don't know. I got angry because it's like I feel like that was an unfair matchup for me
Right.
because like not because of what they had equipped, but just like they clearly have played this game more than I have because they have this much crap to just destroy me with, which like just angered me because it's like I just lost everything, and then I'm sure you'll unlock a different type of power, but at the start you have some power where basically you can die twice and it'll respawn you, but it's like but I'm respawning right here, like she can basically just stay there and I have to come out towards her. Like there's nothing I can do
Right.
to, win this fight. Like I don't have any other weapons. So that stunk real bad. That was bad stunks, but I'm enjoying the game for the most part. I mean, it has some
Looks
some
pretty
weird
good.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I finally updated my NVIDIA drivers, and yesterday I played through one map, and I felt like it performed worse, but it might have been like because there was an area in that map that had like a lot of gas, and I'm wondering if that was what
Yeah.
affected it because I didn't run into that before updating the drivers. But I need a new video card. It's killing me.
Yeah.
I
Speaking
think
of
this
which,
game
I
has
guess
ray
it's-
tracing. I can't use it
Yeah.
because
I've been doing
DLSS.
the Newegg
Oh,
shuffle.
Yeah,
Like I actually kept up with it for the most part this week.
yeah, I
And
haven't.
yeah, we've not hit anything. Not that
Yeah. 'Cause
I really need a
DQ
$3,000 bundle or something. But
Yeah, DQ hits everything. He's freaking whatever luck
Yeah.
man. He's
freaking
the luck man,
dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's kind of weird because I'm used to Dishonored, where you can like knock people out, and in this game it's just like no, you just kill them, and so that part's kind of
Yeah.
weird. But
But they look weird to me. Like they don't look like people. A lot of
yeah,
times.
they're usually like wearing weird stuff and all that stuff. I think that's just that's just their
It's
art.
like you're stuck on Bohemian Grove or something.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of
Yeah.
is. It's like, this cult of these visionaries who made a time loop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of wondering how that works. Like, if they. Because you and this Juliana character, you know that you're resetting every day. And I don't know if
Right.
the visionaries do. So I don't know if it'll be like a weird thing where they'll react to how you killed them last time or something. I'm not positive. But
Right.
there is a nice, like, kick button. That's super nice. Like, cause sometimes if somebody's like turning around at the last second, you just kick them and then like stab a machete through them. I'm just like, okay, that's done. Like, it's
Nice.
good. I mean, my only real issue with it right now is like, you have like this little, I think they call it like a thingamajig or something. I don't remember something like that. And it's like a little radio, so you can hack signals and stuff. But it's like that's on your offhand. You can dual wield stuff. But it's like the menu for that is very strange. It's like it's hard to describe. It's a very weird mechanic on PC. I'm not sure about on PS5, but it's very strange on PC. Because then it's like you have grenades. You hit G to go to the grenade, but that doesn't throw it. You have to use the sidearm button. It's very weird.
Mm.
There's some very strange things, but
What do you so far out of 10? What do you rate it?
right now I'd say like a 9. Like I
Pretty high.
see where it's going. Like it's funny because at first, like whenever the morning reset after the first time, I was like, you lost everything. I was like, I don't like that because one of the missions I went in and like I had 3 guns and I like in the mission I had to like be like, okay, well let me get rid of this one to get this other gun, and so then I started going in with like just one gun. That's why I got screwed over on that invasion, which won't happen again, man. And like, but then whenever the morning reset, I was just like, I lost everything. I was like, oh, that sucks. Like I thought you would like bring some stuff over, and eventually they do bring you to where you can like unlock stuff permanently, which is nice. Although I think last night before I quit out, I accidentally, like I had 2 versions of this one perk, and I accidentally sacrificed the one that I had unlocked, and so then the other one I'd have to infuse to permanently unlock it again. It's like I didn't mean to do that. Like I thought that one was equipped, so I did.
So there's no fail safe there.
It didn't seem like it.
That sucks.
But I do wonder if I die or reset the morning, if I'll get that one back. I'm not sure. That's possible since I had it infused already. But I don't know. It's my double jump. I need my double jump.
Gotta have a double jump.
Yeah. But I unlocked the slab for to where you can link people. To where you can link like 3 people, and then if you stab one of them, they all get killed.
Oh wow.
And the one I was trying to unlock whenever I got killed by that player was it sounds like some kind of invisibility or something. So I was like, oh yeah, I want that. I'd like to play these games stealthy. And that one, I got killed before I could do that, so that sucked.
It does suck.
But I'll go in there with a shotgun next time or something.
Yeah, check out old Grub Chub on YouTube, man. You can see a lot of Deathloop action.
Yeah, my entire playthrough so far has been streamed on there. A lot of the after unlocking the ability to permanently unlock stuff, it's me just scrounging through an entire map, just being like, okay, find everything there is in here.
I watched you grab a wheel.
Oh yeah,
the other day. Yeah. Got in some trouble trying to do it though, but you figured it out. Yeah. You got around it.
Oh yeah, but I
got out of the pickle.
So I just hope that
you can't tell it from your face when you're watching you play. Wow. I know it's just like you just staring intently at the screen, which is the exact same way it would be for me too.
Yeah,
it's a good thing I don't stream honestly, because even last night we were playing Apex. I actually look back at my wife every once in a while when I realize that I'm doing it or that I have been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
but where we're in an intense battle or something, I'm moving left to right. I'm wiggling around in my chair, like as if I'm somehow attached to the screen, and it's my actual hose.
That's me. Let me peek over this.
Yeah. So it's kind of embarrassing. So I look when I'm conscious I'm doing. I'm like, ah, crap. She recorded me because she has recorded you and I.
That is always the scary part.
Arguing about games, not us arguing with each other, but it's BS. Oh gosh, dang it. Yeah. Multiplayer crap.
Oh it's amazing. And then we played Apex last night, and I hate that game. I'm trying to find a main because Valkyrie's not it. I like the jetpack, but her abilities are just trash. So I was switching between Caustic and Gibraltar.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were times where Caustic's poison stuff was working, and then there was one time before you got on that me and DQ were playing that I had the canister down.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Wraith right in front of it. It did not go off.
I believe it.
They were just crouched right in front of it. And I'm just like, okay, go off, King. But it didn't go off, and I'm just like, why? I shouldn't have to manually shoot these things.
No,
it's the whole point of them. It's just infuriating.
They're supposed to be defensive mechanisms, basically.
Yeah,
they're offensive, defensive mechanisms.
Yeah, if a Wraith comes around a corner, it should instantly just pop. There should be no reaction for them. But
correct.
I don't know. That game's frustrating.
It sucks. A couple other things that suck. I don't really care about this one, but you do. But Battlefield is delayed again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Well, not again.
November. Well, I guess it's the first one, but
yeah, I can't remember.
I just feel like it happens
19th or something. It's supposed to be end of October, I think. I legitimately think that they just saw the state that Call of Duty Vanguard's in, and it's just we can delay this on. We don't have to worry about that at all. I mean, I'm sure Vanguard will still sell because people are stupid. Not me, not this year.
Yeah. No, they're not gonna catch you slipping.
No,
they're not gonna catch you slipping.
Like I say, if I happen upon an NVIDIA card that gives me a code for it, I'm not gonna sell that code. I'll unlock it, but I'll unlock the game. But I just have no plans. If I play that game, it's gonna be Warzone, and I get that for free. So it just doesn't. Vanguard's bad. Seeing people play it, it looks terrible. Now the PC open beta. Well, they say open beta, but it's if you pre-order, it's that's not an open beta. Then, it just looks bad.
Yeah.
I saw somebody they were showing off their weapon because, for some reason in that game you can have 10 attachments on a weapon. Who would have thunk that it's going to be broken? They literally showed them holding the mouse up in the camera and just clicking, and it's just just a laser without any recoil compensation, like dragging down on the mouse or anything. It's just like, oh yeah, that
Mhm.
seems genius. You guys are really nailing this. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't. I'm still disappointed that Battlefield's not going to try Battle Royale again. I mean, the Battlefield 5
Yeah,
Battle
man.
Royale wasn't great,
No, it was terrible,
but
but
like,
there were ideas that they could have like
yeah.
matured, and
And I
kind
just
of massaged into being something
I
better.
just feel like shooting wise, like they have the big maps already, so they don't have to do what Call of Duty did, which is introduce bullet drop and all that. And
Right, right. It feels bad. It doesn't. It feels inorganic
yeah,
on Call of Duty,
yeah,
but it feels
very,
natural for Battlefield.
yeah. And like I feel like Battlefield's always been the one where once I got good with a sniper rifle, like I can pull off a pretty far headshot. Not those crazy headshots, but like yeah, I feel like I could.
No,
I it felt very natural, I guess, more or less. So like, okay, I know how fast they're going. I can shoot here and probably hit them.
right.
And in Call of Duty, sometimes that happens, but it's random. It feels
Very
random for me. I
random.
mean, but I mean, maybe they'll patch it in. They say there are no plans, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
just feel like, I want a good version. I want PUBG, but with Battlefield gameplay. That's what I want.
It definitely seems like it shouldn't be that hard to make a PUBG game that doesn't run like crap.
Yeah,
Basically like and doesn't overemphasize the weight of weapons and stuff like that like
yeah,
PUBG does, where it's like, gosh dang, dude, this friggin' rifle feels like it's 50 pounds. It's
yeah.
like, is this a broadsword? Why does it take me forever to turn around?
Oh yeah. Well, it's just like
Stuff
in
like that.
Apex
But
last night, like with Gibraltar, it's like you can throw out his little shield, but it literally is just like the longest animation of him pulling out this little
yeah,
disc and being like, okay, let me throw that. And it's just like, ugh,
yep.
this takes forever. But
So something that equally sucks as bad as Apex is Dying Light 2 delayed again.
yeah,
This game is never coming out.
yeah. I feel like it was originally like
When was
2019 or 2018. Like
when was the first game?
first game was a while back now. I
It's
mean,
like 10 years now, is it? Is
no,
it
no,
close?
no. It was on
Gotta be.
PS4.
Yeah, but I mean,
PS4 is only 8 years old, so
okay. Well,
I feel like 6 years. I mean, I can look it up. I'll look it up.
it's been forever,
I mean,
dude.
yeah, and again, we got in on that with the
GameStop,
price, yeah,
snafu,
price error, and
not waifu,
uh,
snafu.
yeah, it's happening.
Didn't want Josh to all of a sudden like appear in the podcast.
Yeah, waifu. Oh, 2015, so it's 6 years old now. And I mean, the first time they showed,
Almost 7.
oh yeah, and the first time they showed Dying Light 2, it looked amazing, and then you just keep hearing about like all
Issues?
their like just development issues. It's just like,
I just don't understand how it could be. You got the other game out and it was pretty great.
yeah.
Like I understand they're probably trying to be more ambitious and all that kind of stuff,
I
but
think that might be the problem. Is they tried flying too close to the sun on Wings of Pastrami.
oh man, it's just like
But
that's
like
one of
now,
those few games I would play. It's not a shooter.
yeah, I mean, like the advantage of delaying out of this year is you're not going to be going up against Call of Duty and all that.
True.
Disadvantage, you're going to be going up against a lot of other stuff like Horizon's coming out in February. Like I feel like there's a bunch in February and March, like just back to back to back to back of
Yeah, I feel like it's
things that-
pretty front loaded.
yeah. And whereas with Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff, those are generally multiplayer shooters. Yeah,
Right.
Call of Duty will have a single player campaign that sucks, but like Dying Light is the whole co-op and stuff, and so going up against single player or co-op games in February is not going to do you any favors. But maybe the game just got
No.
broken right now. I believe that too. I don't
Crazy,
know.
dude.
I still like I feel like just I don't know. I have no confidence in this game being any good. It sucks because I enjoyed the first one.
Sucks,
That one
yeah.
was a surprise for me. Like, oh wow, this game's really good actually.
Yeah, yeah.
And they can't get a second one out to save their lives. It's weird.
Another thing that's weird is Anthony Mackie as Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I put that as Twisted Metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he's
I
producing
mean,
it also.
yeah, like
and
writing, or not writing, but directing or something. Also, I thought, or
probably.
maybe
I
it was
don't
just
know.
producing,
If you listen
starring
to the
in
show, you know I don't care for Anthony Mackie. I don't know what it is. I just he's in everything, but he's not good in
his
anything.
odd-shaped head.
He does have an odd shaped head, but like I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like, why is he in this? I mean, I guess because he's
Well,
producing, but
as I say, yeah, it
putting up
sounds like
some
he
money.
somehow was able to put himself in there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I can't think of a thing I want less, basically.
Yeah.
Than
I mean,
I don't even
I
want a
loved.
Twisted Metal
That's
movie.
what I was gonna say. Like, I loved. I mean, I think this is a series, bud. I
Yeah,
think,
or yeah,
but like, I
even
love
worse.
the old Twisted Metal games, but I don't know how do you do this? How, like, how
Yeah,
do you? Even David Jaffe couldn't figure out how to do Twisted Metal, and that was back in like 2014 or whatever, whenever the hell that other Twisted Metal game came out. Like he made it weird where the vehicles are you pick a character, but the vehicles are different, and that was just not the way to do it. And a
yeah,
show like I'm just like, who do you follow? Like, I mean Anthony Mackie probably, but who's he? Like I doubt he's Sweet Tooth. That's who everybody wants to see is Sweet Tooth.
yeah. True.
Like yeah, I don't know. I mean, and also, I don't know. That's a weird format for a show. I feel
Very weird.
like here's
But I
vehicular
guess it would be the
combat.
same thing as like you'd be like, oh, it's like Need for Speed. Like you basically where you just bastardize it so much where it's like, Need for Speed is just it's a racing game, and
Yeah,
then
and this is
you
like
take it and you make it something else. It's like, no, that's not. Then you
yeah,
could have just used some. You didn't have to use this IP basically to do
yeah.
that.
It's just weird because in the first game, you're blowing up the enemy cars.
Mm-hmm.
So in this, are you doing that? Is Roadkill gonna die in the first episode? Like, or is it just like, oh, he
Hopefully,
survived or something? No, Roadkill was cool. Oh, Spectre was my guy actually. Now that I
the
remember.
motorcycle.
No,
Oh
no.
no, he was in that like
Spectre
little
was in
sports
that
car,
little
right?
white, sports car that was
Yeah,
a glass cannon. Like I loved its
yeah.
special, and I liked Shadow also in the second one. I think his
Who
name
was the
Shadow.
motorcycle guy?
I cannot. Was it Mr. Grimm?
Mr. Grimm. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. He's
I did
basically
like
like
playing him.
Ghost
So,
Rider kind of.
yeah, and
Yeah,
who was the Grim Reaper?
yeah.
Like, but do they also put that stuff in, like that he's the Grim Reaper?
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I'm curious. Do they have Calypso in there? They have to. Who's playing
Would they?
Calypso? Who knows? I
An
mean,
equally boring topic. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say. I mean, yeah, I'm curious how it's gonna look also because it's just gonna be a whole CGI fest. Like, they're not
Right.
gonna have any actual vehicles doing anything. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, let me see a trailer for it, but
yeah, yeah, I'll watch the trailer and just laugh probably.
yeah.
'Cause I just don't see how can. I feel like I also saw some news that Neil Druckmann might direct an episode or something of the Last of Us show.
Walt.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. The show, that show, yeah.
Yeah, the Last of Us show. Not
He's
not
got
Twisted
he's
Metal.
got a Dijon. Yeah, I was like, what the?
Yeah, and supposedly they're putting up, a lot of money in that show, and I'm still like,
That could be something.
yeah,
that could be
yeah.
something.
That easily could be a good show. I mean, I don't agree with literally any of the casting, but but it is what it is, and that's a weird one, and I think I forgot to mention last week. I did see somebody said that like the person that did the basically was responsible for all the gore and stuff in The Last of Us 2 is on the Marvel's Wolverine game, which makes me just so hopeful that it's going to be rated
yeah.
R, or I mean M, for mature, and just have gruesome stuff because that'll be
Oh.
great.
I hope so.
I'll watch
Needs it.
Wolverine saw somebody's head off or something
Oh yeah, baby.
easily.
Nintendo adding Bluetooth to every
Oh,
Switch.
Yeah,
The
this
F
is.
is this?
They had a firmware update. Now this is funny. I kind of wish Josh was here, but he quit.
Yeah.
So I had a firmware update, and it added the ability to pair Bluetooth headphones with the system. Something
Mhm.
everybody's been asking for. And everybody's like, wait, this has been from launch? You could have done this? Why did you do this
right.
4 years after launch to just be like, hey, okay, well, we sold all the headsets we're gonna sell. Here you go. Here's Bluetooth, and it's just like how does anybody think Nintendo cares about their customers at all? Like it's insane that they could have added Bluetooth from the beginning, like, and then they just waited 4 years and they're like, yeah, I
It's
guess
the
we'll
Stockholm syndrome, right? With Nintendo fans.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, it's madness, and Josh is probably still waiting for his SWOLED. I don't know when the thing's supposed to come out, but he quit, so who cares?
Yeah, it did nobody tear one down? I mean, it was like a potato.
Yeah,
like there was nothing to really see on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like, oh, it's a Galaxy S2. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they just reverse engineered a Galaxy S2 and made it slower.
Yeah.
Basically. And they replaced the OLED screen on the S2 with, some nonsense LCD or whatever.
Yeah, LCD sound system.
Yeah, dude, that's what's up.
I've never heard
and the Matrix Resurrections.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about it last week.
We did.
If you watch my...
I have no interest in the Matrix series at all. However, I thought this trailer was very good.
I did too. I mean, I was very weirded out. Like, why is this guy? This isn't Morpheus. Like, why is this?
Yeah.
Why is this not Lawrence Fishburne? And then I saw some people saying that, like, supposedly the Matrix Online, the game was supposedly canon, and it took place after the original trilogy, and I guess he died in the game, so maybe they're going through with that. But it's just like, I don't know. Just bring him back. Who cares? I mean, maybe they will. Who knows?
No one played the game.
Yeah.
No one played shut down. I didn't even know it was a game.
Shut down for a reason. But yeah, I mean, I thought it looked good. It's kind of weird how it is. I did like that they used the...
I think Josh said he didn't like the...
you say the music, I'm going to punch Josh.
Yeah, the music. Like, it was too on the nose, and I thought it was great.
No, that's great. Personally. Like, because in the first movie, it's Follow the White Rabbit, Alice in Wonderland, so then you have the song that's basically about Alice in Wonderland. It's great.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. Like, it is very on the nose because the trailer, like, every time they mention, like, the rabbit, and they cut to the rabbit, and, or Alice or whatever, it's the book, and...
Yeah. It's a great song.
It's a great song, and it worked well in the trailer, and I think the other issue he had was it had too much color. Which I can understand because like there was certain like a gray green kind of like hue over the entire trilogy. I feel
like the first movie didn't have that initially. Now they've recolor coded it to where it has a green tint.
Yeah,
I think that's the case.
I think that's right.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. It looked good. It looked fine. I feel like whenever it was initially announced, wasn't Michael B. Jordan supposed to be involved in this? I didn't see him anywhere in this trailer. I mean, maybe I was just having super outdated info. I don't know. I mean, I didn't keep up much with it because I didn't have any hopes because the Wachowskis haven't done anything good since.
I mean, if you're even going to say The Matrix anything,
I was going to say Matrix Reloaded was okay. Matrix 1's
They haven't done
great.
anything good.
Matrix 1's great. Matrix Reloaded has some awesome scenes in it. Matrix Revolutions was trash.
CGI does not hold up on those films.
I mean, at the time, I was laughing at the CGI.
Really?
Because they were trying, like, just some of the stuff they were trying. I mean, especially in Reloaded, whenever he's got
Reloaded is part 2, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
And he has, like, the pole or whatever, and he's fighting the 500...
Smiths.
Yeah, Smiths, and it's just like, this looked bad in the theater. And it definitely looks real bad now, but...
Shows you how little I pay attention to that movie.
Yeah, but, I mean, it seems like an interesting movie. I'm curious what they do with it.
Yeah, same. I mean, I was totally out because of the previous trilogy, and now I'm like, all right, well, I'll give that a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have I never got into the Matrix. Like you said, Reloaded was probably my favorite one that I saw. I think I saw all 3 of them, but Reloaded was my favorite, just simply because it had better action. I thought.
I remember leaving the theater. I was like, yeah, Reloaded was pretty cool. Like, it had some cool action, and it does have some cool action. Revolutions. Whenever I left, I was like, that was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like I couldn't stand that one. Like little Neo fighting giant Smith or whatever it was. I was just like, this sucks. I've only watched it that one time whenever it released in the theaters.
Dang.
I've not watched it again because it was so awful. But hopefully this one's good. Maybe.
I hope so. It's another one that's gonna be on HBO Max.
Now in
right?
December or something. Like
I
late
think,
December.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, that
22nd.
one I'll probably go to the theater to see.
Yeah, that's
I
probably the better way to
I
see
like
it.
seeing us supporting theaters. I'm even
Yeah.
and now I might even go see Dune. I have no real interest in Dune.
I actually thought the last trailer I saw for that looked pretty good.
I didn't even watch the last one, but like just Denis Villeneuve or whatever his name is. He's freaking saying that Marvel's copy pasting everything. It's like it's so true. I'm right there with you, bud. So I might go support him just
because you're right.
No, bud.
Yeah, you guys are buds.
But
yeah, that guy's stupid.
no,
just like Scorsese.
He's good.
Also,
you said he basically only made one good movie, and then I forgot that he made Prisoners, and you loved Prisoners.
Oh crap, he did make Prisoners.
Yeah,
that is a great.
I forgot about that.
Damn. Yeah. I can be wrong too.
I know, but you actually like 3 of his movies.
I know. I do like Arrival. Like that's the one that you guys are out on. We all agree that
Sicario is
Sicario is amazing. The first one was the only one he's involved in, I think.
Yeah.
That movie's perfection to me.
It's very good.
I think Prisoners, like I feel like it got a lot of hate or something, but I feel like it personally is like an amazing film. Like I watch it and it gives me the heebie-jeebies every time I watch it.
I there's parts of it I liked, but overall I didn't enjoy it. Not enjoy like that, way, but just like I don't know.
What was it?
I feel like it was just the whole third act was just bad. Third act problems. Yeah. I don't hear people say that on podcasts. Third act problems, but really, I just didn't like the end. Just felt like it was bad.
Thought it was good and bad. Both.
I thought it was bad.
Okay. So
now, there are some reviews for the freaking Venom Let There Be Carnage, and supposedly it's great.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like,
there's no way it's great.
I saw
and I own the
something
first
where
one.
it sounds like they had like a like not a critic, viewing, whatever.
Yeah.
Premiere. They just let fans in or something, and that was a mistake because people leaked the post credit scene. I think I might have saw what it is. I'm not gonna say it here, but like, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, if that was ruined for me, I wouldn't be like, oh, dang it, dude, that ruined the whole movie. Like literally, like I saw a TikTok that was about how, like, oh, reviews are out, and Sony messed this up and stuff, and it was just like talking, like it was people saying how amazing it is, but it's like, but then the freaking post credit scene, and it's like, if the movie's great, then who cares? Like, I don't, I wouldn't want it spoiled, but at the same time, like, if it is what I think it is, like, okay, that wouldn't ruin the movie for me. Like, I don't.
It being directly under Sony is what ruins it for me. Sony doesn't have a vision, dog.
Oh, if you
like
watch this post-credit scene, dog. If you've seen this post-credit scene, dog.
They literally don't have a vision. Marvel's got vision, dude.
That's true. They do. WandaVision.
Yeah, they got WandaVision, baby.
One of the worst shows ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think Denis Villeneuve also is making. This is why we haven't been able to talk about it, but I think he's making a full-length picture about Josh's bathroom tale.
Yeah.
He can't tell you about.
And he can't tell you because
he quit.
Yeah.
DQ's the new.
He refuses to tell us he quit, but he quit. He's ghosting
he
us
quit.
hard.
What do you guys think? Like, subscribe, comment down below if you think Josh quit or
he totally quit. And
something.
Also,
or got alcohol poisoning.
Separate poll. Do you think Gary should steal the webcam from his son so that we can see him and not just a picture of him from 2009 or whatever it was?
All right. In addition to that poll, think about all the wheezing and coughing and stuff and mouth noise that I do here, and then think if you want to see the person that does that on film.
Yeah, they do.
Hmm.
They do.
long and hard about it before you hit that thumbs
They
up
want
or
to see my
thumbs
green
down.
screen just swaying with me. Rocking
Yeah,
back and forth.
sway, yeah, how sway.
Probably
So,
soothing for somebody.
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of relaxed about it. Honestly, it's making me fall asleep, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, I am getting very sleepy.
But yeah, Josh quit. We're back to just being two Pete's.
Yeah, so
and we'll
DQ's
probably have
now.
DQ on occasion.
DQ's the CFO.
Yeah. We'll put him in charge of everything.
Says our financials aren't great,
Yeah.
which is troubling, but
Yeah,
we
we're
trust that he'll figure it out.
In the red, right?
I think so. The black is where you're doing okay, right?
Yeah, I think.
that's why I don't know that term, because
Yeah.
I've never been told I was in the black.
Dude, Black Friday's actually because that's whenever companies get. Well, I've heard people say that.
But actually, dude, the deals are actually on Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So, man, countdown, dude.
I did hear somebody real quick say that Space Jam 2 should have been named Cyber Space Jam. And it's like, yeah, that makes more sense. Because apparently the movie's like all cyber. So,
yeah.
They really didn't think that through.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They got the number 10 best player in the NBA and put him in there and was like, hey, you want to try to fill the shoes of the number 1 NBA player all time?
Nope. Oh, he did want to. He thinks he is the best. He's not the best.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not the best at all.
Yeah. That's just like, I do love seeing, like, there's TikToks where it'll be, like, there's this one dude who, like, breaks down NBA stuff, and occasionally I'll see his stuff, because usually I'll see his stuff where somebody commented something, like, they'll be like, Larry Bird wasn't actually that good, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my gosh, somebody said that?
Yeah, and they said that, like, this person said people only like Larry Bird because he was white. And then this guy that's making the videos is like, he's a black dude, and he's just like no, that's wrong. Like, he'll give like so many stats, and then he'll talk about like a Larry Bird game where he literally only shot with his left hand, which is not his dominant hand, and still scored like 43 points or something stupid.
Exactly.
It's just like no, the guy was good. I think some people want to hate him because he's white. Like, yeah,
and certainly some people romanticize him more maybe because he's white, but if you just view people as people, the guy was ridiculously good, and all of his peers said so. Michael Jordan, who I don't think he's not very effusive with praise, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it angers me. Yeah, obviously I'm a white dude. You're a white dude, but it's like, no, Larry Bird was good. Like, Larry Bird was good, not because he's white, but because he was good. Like, he
was so good in a time where
great in blue chips.
Yeah, he was very good in blue chips. But again, to me, my favorite and I think the best basketball player of all time is Michael Jordan. That's not like a controversy.
I'm not a Jordan fan, but yeah, he was insane.
But Jordan says that Larry Bird was great. Magic Johnson says that Larry Bird was great. Isaiah Thomas says that Larry Bird was great. Like, it's not like I said Larry Bird was great only, and I can't ball to save my life.
See, we're
talking about like the best of the best said he was great.
Yeah. See, I also hate that there's some people, like, I listen to the Flagrant Ones podcast, and they have Carl Tart on there, and he's always saying, like, old basketball's easy, basically. And like,
oh my gosh.
Like, the newer people are better. That's why he thinks LeBron's better than Michael Jordan. I like Carl Tart, but I think that's a stupid. Because, like,
what argument could you make for that?
Because used to, you had to be punched in the face, basically, to get a foul.
And
now
even that didn't count.
Yeah. Like Larry Bird was murdered, basically.
Punched. Yes. That's why he had to leave.
Yeah, because
like,
his back was
bad.
Destroyed.
Like, these guys, that's the other thing is, like, you could tell me, like, oh, so-and-so had this number, this. Fine. But these guys were literally, it was like rugby basketball, basically.
Yes, like, to me, if you put LeBron in old NBA, he's going to get destroyed because he would get legit fouled.
See,
and
I don't know that I agree, like, with that. Because LeBron is
he's a baby right now. He's a big guy, but he's a baby.
Right.
He acts like
he is a baby,
shot in the head whenever somebody's brushing against him.
But he also plays within the rules
That's
of
true.
Like, the soft NBA. I'm saying that physically he's a specimen. LeBron is physically a specimen. For sure. So like body-wise, he's ahead of all those guys.
That's true.
From the 80s and late 70s stuff like that, and the 90s. But yeah, mentality-wise, those guys were playing. Even Jordan had to, if you ever watched The Last Dance, which I have
5 times.
I now, as Brian noted last night, I
No, that
now
was
hold the
DQ.
Guinness or
DQ,
DQ. Yeah, I now hold the Guinness World Record
for watching it the most
title
times.
for watching it. Yep. But seriously, like there was at a point in time where he even had to basically rebuild his body or strengthen his body to compete with the likes of like the Pistons and things like that were just physically dominant
Yeah.
to a guy like him.
See, that's
And
one
he
of the
didn't have the strength to match it.
I wonder about with LeBron versus Jordan is like Jordan didn't have all this technology to like recuperate his body.
No, in fact,
LeBron
his
puts
shoe, the
so-
Jordan 1, is one of the most uncomfortable shoes around.
But like LeBron has put so much money into his
And
well-being.
kudos to him for it.
Well, yeah. Like that's the smart play, obviously.
Yeah, he's
But
reinvesting
yeah, like
in himself.
Jordan didn't have that. Jordan had
No.
gambling, is what Jordan had, and he loved that.
Jordan has jaundice, you know? Like,
He had a Hitler mustache. That's
yeah,
what
he did
Jordan
have a
had.
Hitler mustache. He certainly did. In a Hanes commercial.
Yeah.
And that's how baller Jordan was, is that he went out there for a Hanes commercial and they were like, let's roll with it.
Yep, he got a Hitler mustache. Okay.
We got Hitler on a plane.
He probably told the makeup person and hair person, like, "Hey, shave me a little Hitler mustache in here." He probably
You know,
used the name Hitler.
Yeah, give me the Fuhrer, he said.
Yeah, and they're like,
And they're like,
okay.
yeah. They didn't even question it because you couldn't question it.
Yeah,
Now is Michael Jordan a complete a-hole? Yeah.
yeah. I'll
Best in
say,
the world,
yeah.
but he thinks Larry Bird's great.
Although I will say, LeBron James also being a cuck for China is not a good look. Like, come on, guy.
No,
I
and
know
see,
they own the
this-
NBA basically.
This is the
but-
thing. This is the thing that sucks about that. See, is Jordan got blasted for his for like basically being
Yeah.
like hands off politically.
Yeah,
You know, the statement like Republicans buy shoes too.
yeah.
You know, but
But LeBron's on the wrong
Be
side
fair,
of this.
well,
You were defending China.
well, he's on the right side of the
On
Black
some
Lives
things,
Matter
yeah,
movement,
yeah.
but then it also feels kind of disingenuous with the other stuff, you know. So it's like, but this is life, right? Like, so I don't knock him too hard on it because, you know, all of us have certain things that we may be more passionate about that we lack in other areas.
Yeah,
But man, you got to be real careful if you're on a stage like that. Like,
yeah.
you know, Michael Jordan found out, but
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's the best, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got here.
I agree. I mean,
'Cause Larry
LeBron's
Bird.
not even the best player in current NBA, dude. That's Kevin Durant. Get out of my face.
I don't know, man. I hate when people say that. Kevin Durant is offensively better. I used to love Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
but
He's done some
defensively,
stuff, but-
LeBron is infinitely better. Like LeBron's a better all-around player.
That's because nobody can get close to him because he'll draw for an
Well, there's
offensive
that
foul.
too. There's that too. But he does close down on somebody. You know, if they're the other end of the court, man. he
Close
can-
down on the freaking championship.
Well, that's true too, man. But also, no one builds super teams like LeBron. He's the goat of that.
Yeah, that's true. I
They don't
love.
always
I don't know if
deliver.
you've been listening to Bill Burr, but he's just like, he just has these things where he's like, no, 4 Hall of Famers isn't enough for LA. Like they need more. We need more.
Yeah.
More Hall of Famers, future
do
Hall of
love it.
Famers. And yeah,
I love the people that think they're instantly going to win a championship because of it's like,
yeah,
nah, I actually think it's going to go the other way.
yeah, because you got too many
Giannis
egos.
did it correctly.
Who?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yeah.
He won this year, and he did it by putting the team on his back, dude.
Yeah,
He didn't have a bunch of like Hall of Famers and stuff on there. He's got some great players. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
It wasn't just him,
That's just
but
like I was gonna say. That's just like you know, we're talking about Larry Bird and how some people say that people only like him because he's
hold
white.
on. Will you hit the NBA on the NBC theme real quick?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I was doing that. Yeah. I was doing the NFL on NBC.
Yes.
But like that podcast I listen to, Carl Tart, he, you know, like he's a black gentleman as well, and he like basically says that about like Dirk and Luka, like people only like him because he's white, like basically, especially since they're in Dallas. Like,
So is he racist then? This guy?
no, I think with basketball he kind of is somewhat. Like he says Luka's bad, like.
I'm sorry. What?
Not that he's bad. I need to rephrase it. He basically he will basically say that anybody in the NBA is so much better than anybody not in the NBA. He will say that, but then he's just like Luka. He just says Luka looks unathletic. It's like, okay, but if he's getting it done, he's getting it done. It doesn't matter how athletic you look.
he does look unathletic,
Yeah.
but he's also dropping 40 plus on people nightly, basically.
Yeah, I think
he's
with
a triple
him,
double machine.
I
What
think
is
with
he
him,
talking
I
about?
think with him with basketball, he is a little bit racist.
What's
Like he
hit me
hates
with
him
this
because he's
dude's
white.
Twitter handle after this? I gotta look at this dude's tweets, man. This dude's a fool.
I don't remember what
This
it
dude's
is,
an
but-
idiot, bro. Why do you listen to this dude's podcast, bro? This
Well,
guy's
he
an
does
idiot,
it with Sean and Hayes from Hollywood Handbook, and
bro.
I mostly enjoy.
Do they dump on
Carl
him?
Tart. No,
They don't. Because they don't know basketball.
no, they do. They do know basketball. They're all about the basketball. They now.
But they're just
now,
gonna let him be
here's,
smirched.
Here's the thing:
Uh,
they're all
Luka
like
Doncic's
Clippers
name.
Clippers fans. So at least they're in LA and they're not all about the Lakers. So there is that.
Well, fine,
But that is
they're-
why I
they're
wanted
gonna-
the Clippers to lose this year, because I didn't want Carl Tart to be happy.
Unreal, man. That makes me actually mad, dude.
I
You're
know,
out here
I
besmirching
mean-
Luka Doncic's name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he's smoking a hookah.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I mean, like I say, I think with basketball he is a little bit more reluctant to give a white
That's
guy
so dumb, dude.
praise.
I don't understand, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, it's one thing to be like, "Oh, that dude can ball for a white boy." I
Yeah.
get it. That's a statement that makes sense to me
yeah,
because
because
it is
predominantly a black sport.
a black league, yeah.
Yeah,
And so it's like, and it it's just there hasn't been a whole lot of like white players where you're like, wow, that's a really good guy.
Yeah.
That dude's really good.
and it might be somewhat that whenever one does show up, more white people are like, oh, dude, this dude.
Oh, of course. Again,
But that doesn't
to
mean
that
he's not
point,
good.
Yes, right. I agree that people attach themselves to people like, oh, this is the great white hope, right? Like,
Yeah,
I get it. But
I think
the
if you're
kid is
racist, you're
very
probably not
good.
watching the NBA. Like,
I don't know, man. You'd be shocked,
Wow.
dude. Like, because Boston
that's
Boston
true,
is
yeah,
like a
Boston.
real racist city,
Yeah.
from what I understand. Sorry, Bostonites, if anybody's out there listening, but you guys got issues apparently.
Yeah, it
That
does
make
sound
the
like
South
it's real
look pretty
racist.
good.
Yeah,
But I don't know, man. I hate people that can't objectively look at something.
yeah,
It's like, look, is Luka white? Yes. Is he unathletic looking? Yes. Most people agree that he's unathletic looking.
I feel
But
like. I mean, I haven't.
but he also does things that you go, I don't understand how that even happened.
Yeah. I feel like
And-
Kevin Durant doesn't look athletic. He's skinny, but I don't feel like he looks like an athlete.
Agreed. He doesn't look athletic. Yeah, he's
yeah, you don't
very
say anything
tall
about
and
him.
very lean. Yeah, exactly. Kevin Durant has a very weird body in that.
Yeah.
Like you say, he's very tall,
Very
very
lanky.
skinny, very lanky. He's not built. Now, don't get me wrong. Like he's got muscle on
Yeah.
his body,
But
but
that's mostly
he's-
probably from him being so skinny. I mean, not that he
Right.
doesn't work out, but yeah, like
well, he clearly works out. But
Yeah.
but he's not built like LeBron. Like LeBron's got
LeBron's a big
probably
old
like
dude.
he's got like the body you'd want to have as just a person in general, basically.
Yeah.
You know, where you're like you don't have any fat on you, but you're not too skinny. You're not
Yeah.
too heavy. You're cut up. You know, like you
Yeah.
got traps and all the jazz, like the whole thing. And you're tall and all that stuff. Your proportions look correct.
Yeah.
Kevin's just this real lanky, skinny guy, right? And he can just shoot the ball
Yeah.
extremely well. Luka's kind of like a little bit. He looks like a little chunkier, you know, a little slower. You know, his
Yeah, it
movement's
sounds like
not quick.
It sounds like he's very slow. And that I think that's what perplexes Carl Tart is just like he's so slow. How does he get anything done?
But he does. He just mesmerizes. He literally just mesmerizes people off the
That's
dribble.
what it sounds like. I mean,
And they're like, he just catches people because his IQ is through the roof, dude. Like
Oh, that
his
was
basketball IQ is insane. Like,
Yeah.
and that is truly what gets like
yeah.
Luka.
I mean, I think
See,
that's
like-
what kills me in Apex is my IQ is very low. I make the wrong play all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like that happens to me too. Like,
Well, yeah, you're making.
and I feel like I think about stuff a lot, but like I don't know.
mean-
People are like 14 steps ahead of me.
Yeah, I
always.
mean, last night I had probably game to game I had more damage than I usually have, but I
Yeah.
can't get finishes. Like I can't.
dude, that was me for so long, dude. Like that was
Especially
the
if you give
damage
me- If
king.
you give me a charge rifle, I can do stuff with it.
The problem is that late game that gets you in trouble.
Oh yeah, Oh for sure.
And that's the problem that I have. Like I've started, and this is like after playing this game for so long, I've started to finally go, oh, it's late game.
Let me get
Let
some-
me
let me
if
get
I
two
see a
close
shotgun
weapons,
even,
yeah,
I hate
yeah.
shotguns. Let me go 99 and 301.
Yeah.
Let me do that setup, you know. Oh, that's 400. I just realized that.
What?
99301.
Oh my.
Huh. What
Eagle
is
plus a
400? I wonder
Mozambique.
what does that represent?
I don't know.
400. That's not max damage, is it?
That's the max damage I can do.
But anyway, yeah, this Carl Tart dude's an idiot. Is it at Carl Tart?
It probably is. He's probably got a check mark. I mean, he
I'm
was.
gonna
I think
drop
he
kick
was
this
like one
dude.
of the writers on the Keenan Thompson show, and I think now he might
Oh, okay.
have
Well,
his
there you
own
go.
show now,
Well,
or
I don't
working
know who
on a
gave him
show.
one. That's stupid.
I mean,
He's
he's a big old boy too. He's like 6'3".
well, cool. The guy is dumb.
Yeah,
He's a real dumb person.
I think he played ball in college, so I think he thinks he's qualified for this. But it's like, I'm qualified. I don't even
Well,
watch the sport.
yeah, we all played ball in college. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Uh, anything else you want to touch on, Brian?
Well,
Any more
we did get a
sports?
suggestion from Patreon Mike that we talk about people who just are in the
Oh,
way
yes.
and then they don't acknowledge that they're in the way. They don't care that they're in the way. And
Yeah. So this is. I mean, I'm sure we've all dealt with
I
this.
feel like we've talked
This
about
is-
it before somewhat.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
I
we have
definitely have about
too.
the parking lot thing that I brought up where if you're walking
You,
across,
you hate, yeah.
just walk straight across. Why are you walking at an angle? I don't care if the little walkway is at an angle. Walk straight across. Walk straight across. Give me a little wave, like hey.
Yeah, my I guess the hand I've been dealt as a driver in a car in a parking lot is to let you pass as a pedestrian.
Yeah.
Your goal is to get across that parking lot as fast AF
Yes.
or AF, and then we can all go about our ways, right? Like, but don't go cut across at like some real fine angle to where it's just like you're just prolonging the thing. It's like
Yes.
just get across.
Okay, your car's
then you
over
can
there,
move
so
about.
cross down, then over, then
Yeah.
down. You don't have
It's
to.
not that- You move in
'cause-
straight lines.
And this is the other thing is I'm sure if you're in the car and you're seeing that, you're like, oh come on,
Yeah.
what are you doing? That's why I'm always like, if there's a car, I'm just like, let me run,
Yeah.
let me run across.
Exactly.
And like I say, I give the little like hand wave, like, oh thank you, I know this sucks.
You get the chub run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of
ride
a
better, but
yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of a better thing, but I can't right now. But it's funny because whenever Mike was telling me that there was no audio from me on those streams, I said I'm gonna need to do a grub dub, just dub over all my audio. But yeah, I mean, definitely in stores there will just be people just in the way. Like if anybody comes near me, I'm like, oh excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm always looking around.
Yeah.
Like
just like
like like I'm in wartime or something. I'm always watching my back, my front, my
I
sides.
do not
like,
want to be in the way ever.
and it may be a symptom of like me being a bigger guy and just always being like, oh, I'm in the way, just in general. But
Yeah.
I feel like even whenever I was younger and like thinner and stuff like that, like I was just always like very aware of like,
Yeah.
oh, hold on, somebody's coming, scoot over this side. You know,
Yeah.
it's but yeah, people, if you're in the store,
Just be aware of your
just
surroundings.
be aware of your surroundings and
If
care
you're
about
in
what other people are
anywhere,
doing and stuff.
Be aware of your surroundings. Stop blocking me. Especially if I'm in the store and I know what I need, I just let me grab it real quick. It's a second.
Yep.
It's a second of inconvenience for me.
Right. I don't need you to be looking through your coupons
Yeah.
and all that jazz and like figuring out. We were walking through Costco earlier. This lady was on her phone,
Oh.
speakerphone, maybe even FaceTime. I don't. Hey, put your headphones in.
Like
You're not
this?
an animal.
Is it speakerphone like
Yeah,
this?
the phone was just sitting on the cart, like
Oh.
But it's like, hey, you're not an animal. Were you raised in a barn? Put your earbuds in, okay? I know you got them. Everybody's got them.
I don't like talking on
I
the
don't want
phone
you
at
to
the
hear-
house. I definitely do not want to talk in public.
No.
If somebody's trying to talk to me in public,
So
I'm like, I'll
dumb.
call you back. I'll call you back whenever we get
Yeah.
to the car.
Yeah, you're making me uncomfortable
Yeah.
around all these people.
Yeah.
You're making me look like a real Carl Tart.
Yeah. That's terrible, man.
It's real bad. Anyway, so there, Mike, we did it.
Yeah, we talked
We
about
did it. And you can get your suggestions in at
Yeah.
patreon.com/2peats. Join the Discord.
Yeah.
Got a Discord for it, $5 a month. Is that correct?
No, the Discord's $1. You can get in at the $1 tier.
boom. There you go.
The $5 tier
Wow,
right now. I'm still working on stuff.
We're
The
just
$5
letting you.
tier right
We
now.
opened the floodgates.
Yeah, right now the $5 tier is just for so basically you can watch us record this live.
Yeah, you can watch us go like have our little pre-show banter, and then
And
be
this
like,
morning
all right,
you got about
and
an hour and a half of me waiting for Gary watching Norm Macdonald videos, and then I watched one little compilation of Mark Hunt. It was suggested, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch that. And he was just beating the hell out of some people.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah.
So patreon.com.
.com.
What would you do for
tweet to
Bar?
Tweet to Lon J. Michael or whatever his handle is right now. That hashtag you're a quitter.
Yeah.
Just do that.
And look, guys, he's been, I don't know what's going on. He's claiming some other things, but I don't know, because the boy's been straight up. You follow him on Instagram, it's
busy.
almost like, are you My Chemical Romance as a person, my guy? Because you're the Black Parade, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're all somber and playing like.
If you met
Elliott
Josh,
Smith,
you know he's the freaking Black Charade. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. But.
I don't either, but I like it. This dude's out here listening to like, Elliott Smith or
Peanut
something, and
Peanut Brothers or something.
Yeah, the Peanut Brothers, Funk Soul Peanut Brothers, and Fat Boy Slim and stuff. It's not good, man.
No, it's not.
He's going through some things,
For sure. And again, if you're gonna quit, just quit.
His favorite rapper is Mac Miller.
Oh no. At least it's better than Macklemore.
That's true.
I don't actually know if Mac Miller's better than Macklemore, but I just know Macklemore is trash.
I think so. I think it's pretty safe to say.
Yeah, I mean Macklemore's trash. So
but Macklemore seems like a good dude. I'll give him that.
No.
I don't like his music at all, but he seems like a good dude.
Nah, he's not a good dude.
Yeah, he gave Joe LaPuma his shoes.
Who's Joe LaPuma?
Come on, dude. From Complex, bro. Sneaker shopping? Come on, dude.
I don't know.
You can't be serious.
I don't know what any of that stuff is.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
I have this just wrapped around me.
We got to wrap this up, dude. Brian's making me crazy. All right. So thanks for listening to episode 127. We will be back next week without Josh, presumably. So that bathroom story will not be told there either.
It's going to be as a guest.
Yeah, that's right. And we will
I'm not stitching your arm.
Not be kind to him.
Yeah. We just need this bathroom towel.
That's true. Just give us that, and you can bounce the F out of here, dude. Freaking quitter. All right, everyone have a great week, and y'all be praying for Brian, man. Let's get this dude some work and some close work too, baby.
Yeah.
Man, get more Grub Chub streams.
Yeah.
Brian's work situation being good equals more Grub Chub streams.
Real quick, I know we're done with this, but I do want to say real quick, there was one job that was very weird. It was like a 4-day work week. I'm cool with that. 4 10-hour days. It was like you'll work Friday and Sunday. And they didn't tell you what the whole work week was. But basically, it's like you will work Friday and Sunday. You'll be off Saturday. So I was like, wait, so there's just a day in the middle? Like you work 2 days, then you're off a day, then you work 2 days? Like that's the weirdest.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest schedule.
Yeah, that is very weird. I've never heard of such a
Or do you work 3 days, you're off Saturday, and then you work Sunday, and then you're off 3 days, and you work like I don't.
Yeah.
It was very, very strange.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
it broke my brain.
Yeah. Everyone have a great week. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye. Okay.